Hey there, Patriots. This is Short Little Patriot coming at you with another one. I didn't put out any content yesterday. It was New Year's, so Happy New Year's to everyone. I hope everybody's New Year will be a healthy, happy one, a safe one, a year that'll bring more peace to this country and around the world, and that people will be able to have a better chance at better things to come. And I say that because of the next two clips I'm going to show you. Okay, it's been a wild ride in 2023, and it looks like 2024, the how can I say, the leftist horde has already started with their degeneracy. And a lot of people may say, well, you know what, those are some harsh words, but they're not. They're not. You know, everybody's been hearing about go woke, go broke. You know, the left, it doesn't seem to amaze me how they just keep pushing and pushing and pushing and trying to push indoctrination into the eyes and into the minds of people, and particularly kids. Okay, but anyway, before I continue, don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, pass it around to your family and friends. Also, if you want to help support the channel, in my description there's a link to my Cash App and PayPal. I'm also trying to reach my 500 soon, hopefully. I know everybody's been pretty busy with all the holidays and all that, and it's still, I mean, a lot of people still celebrate the holidays till January 7th, which is Three Kings Day. It's a beautiful thing. I know the Spanish culture, we do it a lot. This next clip I'm going to show you is what I'm talking about. And I want people to truly pay attention to what's going on. Like I said, as you can see in the title, the left, they're coming after your kids. They're coming after the kids. Okay? And they're trying to take away how can I say, they're trying to destroy the family, and they're trying to say that it's you know their phrase, love is love, but I'll digress on that. But without further ado, let's continue.
Let's start Lefties losing it with these genuinely awful human beings. These ignorant, cowardly, masked girls who think Hitler would have let them live.
Shut your mouth, you big nose, dirty nose. When someone is talking, you shut your mouth like the little that you are, and you stop talking. Hitler was a good man. Yeah, very good. What did Hitler ever do to you? What did Hitler ever do to you?
He killed my family.
Killed your family. Long live Hitler. Hail Hitler. Hail Hitler.
Hitler would have killed you too.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to stop it right there because this is disgusting. You know, I've seen videos, a lot of videos, and I've experienced it myself, of racism. You know, there's so much going on right now in the Middle East. And this video is by Sky News. It came out 12 days ago. Okay, and it shows these two girls. I could only assume that they're probably both from the Middle East, but probably raised in the UK because of their accent. And they're picking on a Jewish guy. And you can hear what they're saying. And, you know, he's calm, cool, and collective. And he told them straight out, you know, Hitler would have killed you too. You know, and this is the thing that a lot of people on the left, you know, they come up with stuff and make it seem like it's okay if they say it and they do it. But don't you dare get in their way. Because if you do, you're the racist, you're the homophobe, you're the xenophobe, you're every damn phobe there is. Okay? But it's okay if they just go and attack people like this. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not speaking about all of them. Okay? I'm pretty sure that there might be a few that they'll stay, you know, in their leftist party. But they're against filth like this. Also, there's a lot in America, especially places like Chicago and New York, that are actually leaving the leftist party. So, you know, whatever you leftist thinks you're doing, you're actually losing, and you're losing more and more. Okay, but it is just I find it astonishing how with everything that's going on and people, the pro-Palestinian protesters out there that are protesting because they want the war in Gaza to end and stuff like that. But I'm not saying that these women are pro-Palestinian, but you would think that they wouldn't be saying and doing stuff like this, And I know some people say, well, it's just them two. Yeah, granted, I get it, but where's the protest of people, coming down on them for being so filthy and vile? I don't want to hear that. Well, they do it to us. It's not about they do it so we retaliate and and back and forth and back and forth. Somebody has to be the better person and be the bigger person and say, you know what? No, we're not going to stand for that. But that's what the leftists do. They don't care. They'll just keep on with the rhetoric no matter what. I mean, there's a lot of filthy content that's coming out now. The way the left has nothing else but to start picking on Donald Trump in the most disgusting way. Okay, and I'm not even going to bring it up. I'll try to make a video on it, but it's just that I forgot who it was. Some Democrat that says when they swing low, we swing lower, or something to that effect. And it's like, yeah, you would swing lower. You would. You just can't be the better person. And they just want to go and point the finger at everybody else. And it's funny because obviously that's got to be a Jewish guy. And I thought that, the left considered, people like him, people of color. I'll never understand it, but let's continue.
Only mistake you made is going to finish you all off. I hope you have a slow, painful death.
Hope you find peace.
Just hideous. What can you say about that? Thanks to Daniel Braun for posting that clip. Now let's go to the UFC, and Trump again made a rockstar entrance. The crowd reaction is the same, whether it's New York for UFC 295 last month or Nevada for UFC 296 a couple of days ago. Let's have a look.
Now, as you can see, Donald Trump has always been a big UFC fan, and whenever he goes, he gets a standing ovation. Every single one he goes to, the people just go crazy while he's there, cheering him on and, complimenting him. And a lot of the fighters, they'll get on the microphone and they'll compliment him and stuff like that. But then, you have people, again, from the left that they just think that the world evolves around them. Okay, and I just find it funny that it's like they cannot fathom in their head all the flack that Trump gets, all the support that he gets. To them, it is not supposed to happen. It destroys their life. You know what I mean? It just takes minutes out of their life that they feel they'll never get back. But I'll let her explain. Here we go.
But not everybody was happy. Poor Rosie O'Donnell is not coping.
Trump just arrived at the UFC 296, and I can't stand Donald Trump. And the one thing I hate about the UFC is that he ruins it every time he shows up. Come on, Dana White. You got to...
I laugh. She says he ruins it every time he shows up. Meanwhile, I wonder if she gets a standing ovation whenever she goes, or if people clap for her. I used to like Rosie O'Donnell. I always thought she was a funny comedian. The movies that she made, but she just like seriously turned and totally turned me off from watching any of her content. Years ago though, But it's like the same thing with Whoopi Goldberg. I used to watch her movies and I loved her comedy, and something changed. Something changed in their brain that they think that they're just like these 100% total self-righteous people that think that they can just go and rank on people and put them down and all that, and they're the first ones to throw the punches, but then when you counterattack, it's like you're the bad one. Now, don't get me wrong. The title says, that the leftists, they ended the year and began the new one with all this, the degeneracy and stuff like that. And we'll get to that in a second, but let's continue.
I do better.
Dana White did do better. He banned some TikTok dweeb calling himself Neon from attending UFC after the boy called Neon made threats about harassing Trump.
I'm gonna walk up, I'm gonna talk my Trump, and then it's gonna be a very good experience. I'm gonna talk shit, and I don't care if the Secret Service is there, I'm gonna talk shit, so.
Neon's not allowed in.
What?
They dropped your name specifically.
Huh?
They just dropped your name specifically, bro. They said Neon is not allowed in.
In the stadium?
Yes.
What?
Yeah, he makes it seem like, what are you talking about? Well, first of all, making any kind of threats towards any president, whether you like them or not, Biden, Obama, whatever it is, that's against the law. Okay? But that's the thing with these leftists. They think that they can just say and do what they want. Okay? They throw it in your face and they make it seem as if, oh, I'm a badass. I can say whatever I want. I'm going to go up to Donald Trump's face and say my shit and I don't care about the Secret Service. That little prick would have got his ass handled at UFC had he gotten in Trump's face. And he would be lucky if the Secret Service would have grabbed him first, because then it would have dragged him away, okay, to a safe space, okay, and dealt with him. Because I cannot, for the life of me, imagine Donald Trump standing there and this dude getting up in his face and the crowd not jumping in, to protect Donald Trump. But that's the way the left think. The left thinks they could do whatever they want, and they wonder why they keep losing ground. They wonder why so many people are turning against them. Okay? And, and it gets better. And you'll see. And this is why, I say they're coming after the kids also. They truly, truly think that whatever agenda that they have, by hook or by crook, they're going to keep pushing it, and everybody's going to accept it. Okay, well, that's not how it works. Okay, they talk so much about freedom, but yet they want to keep pushing their ways on people. They want to keep pushing their agenda on people. Well, guess what? This is a new year, and things are going to change for the better. Okay, but let's continue.
It looks like he's 13. Oh my gosh. Dana White was not apologizing. Why would he?
He said some stupid on Instagram, and he bought tickets so he wasn't anywhere close. When you start saying stupid shit like that, yeah, you're probably going to get busted up and thrown out of here, making threats and talking dumb looking for clout.
I believe he said he was going to...
I don't care what he said.
I think he said he was going to confront Donald Trump.
I don't care what he said. Did he?
Well, he wasn't able to.
He's this f***ing tall, too. You know that? F***ing punk.
Now, let's go to a show called Coco Melon. I wasn't familiar.
Okay, now, you heard what Dana White said. Dana White don't play no shit. He don't care. He's told sponsors straight out that told him that he had to, cut out segments and stuff like that, or stop advertising, or whatever the case is, because he supports Donald Trump. And he told them straight to their face. And his words, he told them to go fuck themselves. You want to look it up? It's on YouTube. He doesn't care. He's like, no. And I strongly believe that it's not only because of Donald Trump. I strongly believe that Dana White is not someone that is going to let you censor him. Okay? I strongly believe that if he was a supporter of Biden or Obama, he would have been the same way. Because there are people that are like that. Regardless, you're not going to tell them because they're standing up for what's right. But what these people on the left are doing are making it seem like they can do whatever they want and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. But if anybody knows, Dana White is not some small little celebrity. Okay? Dana White is a big name all around the world. Okay? And he caters to a lot of predominant wealthy people, but at the same time, they know that he'll tell them to their faces, go fuck yourself. He doesn't care. Okay? And that's the way it should be. But now what she's going to talk about here, like I said, this is something that's been going on, and I find it totally disgusting that the show that she wants to talk about is Cocomelon. Now, I know about Cocomelon, okay, because for family and friends, their kids, it was always on TV for them. And it's a TV show for kids, for toddlers, okay? It gets a lot of ratings. I mean, it just has massive ratings. As a matter of fact, it's on YouTube Kids and all that, on Netflix Kids and all that. I mean, it's something that a lot of people that have kids like to, you know, show their kids. It's a really good show. But what did the left go and have to do? They have to start with the damn indoctrination. And it's disgusting. Okay? And I tell you what, I cut off Netflix not too long ago because I seen it going a certain way. So they lost my subscription. And Netflix has been losing a lot. Okay? But if anybody truly cares, okay, this is why you need to pay attention to your kids, and you need to go to the school board meetings, and you need to get proactive. Because not only are they coming after your kids, which I'm going to show you in a second, they're trying to change the family structure. Okay? And I'll show you that also, but let's continue.
With this program, but apparently it's the most popular show for toddlers, and it's never too early to ramp up the LGBTQIA plus indoctrination.
Thing that we know about you, you love to get up and dance. How about you break out those moves for your two biggest fans? If you're...
You see what I'm saying, people? They just couldn't leave normal alone. You got two men here portraying to be parents. And this is where they put all the virtue signaling, all the indoctrination. They put everything together. Okay? The inclusivity. Okay? It's got to be one black guy, one white guy. Who obviously adopted a little white boy. And then they're going to go and let the little boy put on a ballerina skirt. People, what the fuck is going on? Oh, it gets better. And I don't mean better in a good way. I'm just saying the way they just lay it on thick. Okay? So for anybody to think that say, you know what? No. This is about love. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's about the love of degeneracy, I'll tell you that much. Okay? Because they just can't leave the kids out of it. No, they got to keep pushing this issue and pushing this issue. Okay? Now, mind you, I said this was 12 days ago. This came out, but I didn't want to make a comment on Cocomelon because this has been out well over a month or two. I said, I'm going to leave this alone because I'm going to, try to see what else happens. Okay? And like I said, I'll get to that in a second, but let's continue.
You're not sure what to choose. Think about all the things you like to do. Just be you.
Just be me?
Yep. When you're trying to decide, think about all the things you like to do. Just be you.
Just be me.
I am so sorry you had to watch that. I feel bad for doing that to you, but my God, what is wrong with people who produce this content? That's what you want to show toddlers? Now to an indoctrinator from Illinois obsessed with gender, telling other teachers to be more obsessed with gender too. And as you watch this, just consider the fact that he is an elementary school teacher. We're talking about little kids here.
Teachers, make your classroom LGBTQ plus inclusive from the very first day. But this one's all about like classroom practice. Are you lining up your students into boy and girl lines? And remember, when you do that, if a kid doesn't particularly identify strongly with either of those, it makes them have to kind of choose something that isn't true to them. So find other ways to line up or group your kids. It could be by their student numbers, it could be by their birthday months.
Okay, you know, oh my God. You know, I don't have any kids. Hopefully someday I will. But I'd be horrified to send them to school at this point in time. I mean, I'm being serious. You know, I'd be horrified. You know, when I was going to school, there was a few things, you know, in the morning if my dad was still home before he went to work, or my mom or whatever, you know, and they will always say, you know, be careful, don't do this, don't do that, whatever, let us know if anything happens, just simple things. Respect your elders, but make sure that they, that they don't try anything stupid. They were just straightforward. Now you got to worry about sending your kid to school. How do you talk to them about this? How do you tell them and say, if your teacher talks about this, you need to let us know, because the way they have the school board system, okay, these monsters, they'll go after the parents, because now they call it child abuse if you don't let your kids get indoctrinated. Okay? I mean, it's just sick. It's just like, why, oh why would a grown-up care about how a child feels sexually? Why should a grown-up care? If a child is having a good time in school that day or whatever, why must you go out of your way to go up to this child and say, are you feeling like a boy or a girl today? Or whatever the case is. And this is why so many people are going after the LGBTQ community and this whole transgender issue. Because you can't fucking leave the kids alone. You just can't leave them alone. They are not your kids. And even if they were your kids, you need fucking help if you're pushing this on your child. It's sick. But it's not surprising that this agenda, people keep pushing it. Now, like I said, I don't have any kids, but I tell you what, if there's any parents out there, because this is not hitting the airwaves, especially about Cocomelon, okay? Anybody that watches this video, especially any of my subscribers, you know anybody with kids? You best to go tell them not to watch Cocomelon. The same way these companies want to boycott content creators or presidents or whatever the case is, or businessmen. They're losing. They're losing big time. I mean, look at Disney. Okay? I believe like in the past year and a half, Disney has lost over, I think the number was like 175 or 125 billion dollars because of their woke ideology. They want to come after the kids and put all this stuff in their head, then you know what? Don't put no money in their pockets. But like I said, they're trying to break up the family structure, and they ended off the year with all this degeneracy. Now, a friend of mine brought this to my attention. I didn't see it. I started looking around, then I seen it. And I'm going to play the clip of what I'm talking about, how the left ended the year with all this degeneracy. I'm going to keep saying it, as you can see in these clips. But look at the way they seen fit how to start the new year. And some people may say, oh, you know what? Well, times have changed. No, it hasn't. And I'll tell you why. A very good dear friend of mine brought this up to me, and he made a good point. That this wasn't directly pushed towards adults. It was pushed towards the children. And I'll play the clip and I'll explain. Here we go. Pay attention, people. Call it what you want. Virtue signaling, indoctrination, call it whatever you want. But the truth of the matter is, I'll explain the good point my friend made to me. And it makes perfect sense. But this is the New Year's Eve ball drop in New York City. Here we go. Disgusting. That's the first thing they're going to show the new year is two men kissing, a black man and a white man, or whatever it is. You see how they start the new year with this bullshit? Now, I'm just going to fast forward it so nobody has to watch this, okay? But right after that, right after them, okay, I'm sorry, I got to play it, okay? Then they show the man and woman. Now, my friend brought this up to me, and he made a good point. He explained it to me. He said, what are the only times of the year where parents will let their kids stay up late? And one of those days is New Year's Eve. So not only were they trying to push this on people as that's the norm now starting the new year, they knew that millions of kids around the world will be watching this. And that's the first thing they got to throw at everybody. Okay? They've pushed and pushed and pushed. I mean, Biden had, the Pride celebration at the White House, and he had men out there who had fake breasts on and taking their shirts off and shaking their breasts. You got people making gay male sex videos in the halls of Congress. I mean, you got so much fucking degeneracy going on. But if you point at it, you bring it up, oh no, you're just a homophobe, you're a xenophobe, you're an Islamophobe, you're every freaking phobe there is. They're pushing it on the cartoons, they're pushing it in the schools for the kids, they're pushing it on TV. They're trying to totally destroy what it is to be a man and a woman. I mean, even the sickening fucking videos on TikTok of grown-ass men with beards talking about, oh, I think I'm getting my period. Oh, I got cramps. Oh, someone help me. No, you can't get your period. You don't have ovaries. You don't have a uterus. You can't get cramps. Okay, no more than a woman could get checked for prostate problems. Okay? They keep pushing this issue. And they wonder why. But then you have people like Karine Jean-Pierre, whatever her name is, when they asked her why does she think that the Biden administration is losing the Hispanic vote, oh, because of this, because of that. No, because, I'm sorry, but the Hispanic community are very proud, okay, of marriage between man and woman. That's just one of the reasons. And they wonder why they're losing ground on top of the many, many things the left, not only here in this country, but around the world, are doing. I tell you, people, I know everybody hears it that, every presidential cycle, when it's time to, get ready to start voting, because we only got a few months away. They say this is the most important election, No, this year, with all the chaos that has been happening since day one that Biden became president, this year, okay, is a very important election. Now, I know some people are going to say, oh, you're just a homophobe. That's wrong. No, I know gay people that feel the same damn way. Okay? You can't just show a picture of a man and a woman kissing. I mean, that's you know, that's a normal thing. No, you got to show two guys going at it as if they're ready to start a fucking porno with the way they're kissing. I tell you, people better start waking up, start paying attention. This is all by design. It's an agenda to come after the kids. Okay? They're pushing and pushing and pushing because they know they're losing ground. And by hook or by crook, they're going to try to indoctrinate your kids as much as they can. They're going to try to make this the focus and say, you know what? This is the way the new society is going to be. This is the way the new world is going to be. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. Okay? So wake up, people. But anyway, that's what I got for you. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, share it, give it a thumbs up, pass it around. If you want to help support the channel, I'll leave a link in my description to my Cash App and PayPal. And don't give up, people. Don't give up. You know, what the mainstream media is doing, what the school board system is doing, what this corrupt freaking government that we have in power now is doing, and all the corrupt governments around the world right now, it's an agenda to destroy children's minds, to destroy the nuclear family, okay? To just turn the world on its ear. So remember, stay vigilant, keep praying, and keep praying for each other. Peace.